People who like to help others, or spend money on others, often feel less stressed, happier, and live longer. This is because doing good things for others makes them feel good inside, reduces worries, and boosts their overall well-being. If your tongue is pink, it's clean and healthy. But if your tongue looks white, it means there's a thin layer of bacteria on it that could cause problems like bad breath or other issues. Brushing or cleaning your tongue can help keep it clean. If the earth suddenly stopped spinning for just 1 second, everything on it, including you, would keep moving really fast, about 800 miles per hour. This would throw everyone and everything forward, causing serious damage, and likely killing everyone because of how fast we would be moving. It's like being in a speeding car that suddenly stops without wearing a seatbelt. When a woman smiles, it often makes her look more beautiful than wearing makeup. Studies have shown that a smile can be more appealing than makeup in making someone look attractive. If there is a fire in your house while you're asleep, the smell of smoke wouldn't wake you up, because your sense of smell doesn't work properly when you're sleeping. This is why smoke alarms are important. They make a loud sound to wake you up in case of fire. According to psychology, people who go out of their way to make everyone around them happy often neglect their own emotions. By focusing so much on others, they may not receive the same care and attention in return, leading them to feel isolated or lonely deep down, even if they seem cheerful on the outside. Staying true to yourself means being honest about who you are and what you believe in. If the people around you don't accept or appreciate you for being authentic, it might be a sign that those people aren't right for you. Instead of changing yourself to fit in, it may be better to surround yourself with people who value you for who you truly are. Before you fall asleep, most of your mind often starts to daydream or imagine scenarios, events, or things that you wish would happen in real life. It's a common way for the brain to relax and drift into thoughts about things you desire or hope for. When you miss someone, but can't do anything to see or talk to them, it can lead to feelings of sadness and frustration. This emotional struggle often makes people more irritable, easily annoyed, or moody, because they are upset about not being able to connect with the person they miss. Overthinking, or constantly dwelling on your thoughts and problems, is a major factor that can lead to depression. When you can't stop analyzing or worrying about things, it can create a negative cycle that affects your mood and mental health, making you feel overwhelmed and unhappy. Research shows that people who take risks when they're young are likely to continue taking risks as they grow older. Their tendency to seek out risky situations doesn't usually change with age. Apple has a special team known as the Worldwide Loyalty Team that monitors its employees to ensure that confidential information or company secrets are not leaked. This team helps protect the company's sensitive information and maintain its competitive edge. On average, prison meals tend to have more nutrients compared to typical school lunches. This means that the food served in prisons often meets better nutritional standards than what's commonly provided in schools. Waiting for something that might never happen can be emotionally challenging and lead to feelings of depression. The prolonged anticipation and uncertainty can create mental stress and disappointment, affecting overall well-being. According to a study, people generally find you to be about 20% more attractive than you perceive yourself. This means others often see your appearance in a more positive light than you do. Albert Einstein's parents were initially concerned that he might be mentally slow because he took a longer time than usual to start speaking. They worried about his development, not knowing he would grow up to be a brilliant scientist. People who frequently complain online are often more likely to experience anxiety, depression, and stress. Sharing negative feelings or problems publicly can be a sign of underlying mental health issues, and may also contribute to increased emotional strain. When our brains don't have enough glucose, which is a key source of energy, we're more prone to feeling both angry and hungry at once, a state often called hangry. Without enough glucose, it's harder for us to manage our emotions effectively, leading to irritability and discomfort. Choosing to stay quiet doesn't necessarily mean you have nothing to say. Instead, it often means you believe the person you're with might not be ready to hear or understand your thoughts and feelings. Listening to music at high volumes can sometimes help a person feel calmer, happier, and more relaxed. The loud music can provide a strong emotional boost and help distract from stress or anxiety, although it's important to be mindful of hearing safety. Statistics suggest that, if you're under 38, the funniest joke you'll ever hear is likely one you haven't come across yet. This means that, as you continue to experience new jokes and humor, you might discover one that stands out as the most amusing to you. Eating chocolate can make you feel happy, because it contains phenylethylamine, a compound that triggers similar feelings in your brain as those experienced when you fall in love. This connection between chocolate and happiness is why enjoying chocolate can give you a mood boost. Many teenagers who get less than 8 to 9 hours of sleep each night can experience irritability, mood swings, and even depression. Adequate sleep is important for emotional stability and overall mental health. Being happy doesn't require everything in your life to be perfect. It means choosing to focus on the positive aspects and look past the imperfections, embracing life as it is. Studies show that giving praise is more effective than criticism for helping employees improve. Positive reinforcement encourages better performance and motivation, whereas criticism can sometimes demotivate or discourage them. Men and women who share similar music tastes often find it easier to communicate and have longer-lasting relationships. Shared interests in music can strengthen bonds and improve mutual understanding. In Australia, there is a mountain called Mt. Disappointment. The explorers who first reached its summit were disappointed with the view, which led them to name it that way. A group of tigers is known as a streak. This term is used to describe a gathering of tigers, although they are typically solitary animals. Sleeping can help you escape from pain, problems, and stress temporarily. It gives your mind and body a chance to rest and recover, which can make challenges feel less overwhelming when you wake up. Otters have a special pouch in their fur, located near their armpits, where they keep their favorite rock. They use this rock to help crack open shellfish and other food, making it an essential tool for them. Overthinking often serves as a painful reminder that you care too much about something, even when it's not necessary. It highlights how deeply you are invested in a situation or outcome, which can lead to unnecessary stress and worry. When people feel physically cold, they often look for ways to feel psychologically warm as well. For example, they might watch a romantic movie or do something comforting that makes them feel warm and cozy inside, helping to counteract the physical chill. To be truly happy, a person generally needs 3 things: someone to love, something meaningful to do, and something to look forward to or hope for. These elements help provide a sense of purpose, connection, and optimism. Giving up alcohol for just 1 month can have significant health benefits. It can improve liver function, lower blood pressure, and reduce the risk of liver disease and diabetes. This short-term change can lead to long-term health improvements. On average, a dog's intelligence is comparable to that of a 2-year-old child. This means dogs can understand basic commands, recognize familiar people, and have a similar level of cognitive ability as young children. The U.S. Army uses around 1.5 billion rounds of ammunition each year. In contrast, players of the game Call of Duty collectively use 1.5 billion rounds in just 17 hours of gameplay. This comparison highlights the high volume of virtual ammunition used in gaming compared to real-world military use. If you still feel tired after a good night's sleep, it might be because you're dehydrated. Drinking water after you wake up can help rehydrate your body and improve how you feel. It is estimated that there are more than 500 million planets in our galaxy that could potentially support life. This prediction is based on factors like the conditions needed for life and the number of planets that may have those conditions. Ants don't have lungs. Instead, they breathe through small openings called spiracles located along the sides of their bodies. These spiracles allow air to enter their tracheal system, where oxygen is delivered directly to their tissues. A recent study found that frequently sharing selfies on social media can make you seem less likable to others. This may be because oversharing selfies can come across as self-centered or may lead to negative perceptions about the person posting them.